Hello, you guys. Welcome to Sparkless Inspiration. I thought I'd come on screen. Quick replay of my day because I don't even know what universe I've been living in. I had the most roller coaster of a day, and comment down below. I had to put my kyanite on and get my act together and deflect any negative energy. I turned on this, my favorite music and video in the kitchen. I sat in the sunlight and I looked out at all like the cats that come and eat out of our communal dishes that we leave out for them. Now, what had happened was my day had to start off a little different. That whacked out my schedule. I had to drop Ian off with his car to go get, looked at, and then he took my car, and then Hagen had to take the bus. So there was like all this navigating later in the day, and then I had to provide food. The kitchen was like Hell's Kitchen. I don't even know where all these dishes came from. Like, it was everything everywhere. Lots of stuff and moving parts, and I was getting like that crink in your neck where you're like all stressed out, and I thought, girl, you need to sit down in your chair and look out the window and start with gratitude and breath work and just breathe. And comment down below too if you don't even notice sometimes, but you're a shallow breather. Like, I'll hold my breath. I'll be rush. If I'm doing something that I perceive for some weird reason I don't like dishes, like certain cleaning, laundry, whatever, I try to rush through it, and I almost get panicked or anxiety over doing it because I want it done quickly. But I'm like, this can be a ritual. Everything that we do can be a beautiful ritual. So I was like, I'm going to slow everything down and just sit in this chair. And, I just busted out some lip gloss and blush. And I was like, just put on a little bit of makeup, give your face a little color so you don't look like some crazy Stygian witch in your kitchen. You ever get a gander of yourself cleaning and your hair is whatever and you have no makeup on? And sometimes when it's really cold out, my lips have the pallor very close to my skin, so I look like a dead person. So that's always a good look when I look in the mirror and I'm like, I don't want to see that in the mirror, And so it was like, I'm just gonna like add some color and feel good and listen to this, get grounded and get realigned with everything, and it helped. But always, give yourself a break and cut yourself some slack. And now, we're not meant to do everything, be like the apex predator of cleaning and philosophy and arts and nature and the caretaker of every damn thing. It's like, no to obligations. Let's just slow it all down. So you guys, I just wanted to pull a couple of cards right on screen. Oh yeah, I'm gonna pull the first three that come up. Oh, look at this. Okay. So you guys, first we're going to start with the sun and light. And this is what helped me exponentially today. I was like, I feel tension. I feel this, what's going on. And the moment I shifted and I looked out my kitchen window, I saw the sun. It's always the elements that do it for me. Comment down below which element just stops you in your tracks and realigns you. The ocean is a huge one for people. Water, and it's flowing, and the sound. Mine is the sun. I'm double fire. I love me some fire. I candle gaze, I fire gaze. I'm rapid in a lot of things that I do, so I practice my breath work to slow down. But the sun does it. I just sat in the sunlight in my kitchen in a simple wooden chair, and I looked out the window. Super simple, and I just slowed everything down. I listened to music, and I thought, this is it. This is where we regain our balance and our powers, when we shut off the outside world, the needs of others, the strife, the perceived troubles, and I pull in all the happiest thoughts. Like, there was a Texas grocery store, totally made me cry. But when the power went out, all the clients that were in there shopping, the manager or the owner got on and said, everybody fill your carts and everything is free. I was like, oh my God, I love stories like that. If you guys saw me late at night on a video reel, it's just me crying about everything. Only I don't cry. This is a weird fact. I really don't cry, never have. When I'm mourning, when I'm really sad, I take that all in and it settles. I'm very earthy with that because I understand it. When I'm overjoyed with outpourings of love and affection and caring of mankind, I lose it. I cry at those commercials where people just do beautiful things. Always crying it up. Had a good time, like I love to see those before I go, like the good news movement. And the sun does this for me too. Sometimes I just sit there, I get the most beautiful thoughts when I feel the sun warming me. It's like, look at this. We are provided with everything on this earth. Heat, this helps plants, it helps us, everything grows, it keeps us warm. And it's just one of those things. So get out, and I definitely feel like the nature and the musings we have in nature and sitting in the sun, that's the one thing where people can bask in the sand and they just feel the sun, and they can do it for days. That's what vacation is. Slowing down, feeling the sun, it regenerates us. That is huge. Electricity, feel this. What makes you on fire? What just like recalibrates you in a joyous, high, optimistic vibration where you want to go, where life is electrified. For love, that's a lot of people, when they get this message, it really electrifies their day. It gets them excited. They are, they are ready to go because all the good endorphins come in, right? All the serotonin, all the feel good vibes, love. So think loving thoughts to everything, everybody, all your neighbors, your friends, people you love, you want to see do well, happy memories, all of this, because what it'll do is electrify you. Try, if anything pulls to you, say you're in a craft store, you're in a Michael's or Joann's or anything like that, and you see these fabrics and you think, oh, I'd love to make a mask out of that. I'd love to make whatever, a cape, a skirt, a coat. Look at those beads. I'd like to make a stretch bracelet. Look at this. And I tell people all the time to DM me, if you don't understand a process of jewelry making, now that I've done it for decades, I know all the do not do's and do not spend on these things, like wire wrapping too. I watched a thing the other day. It's like one of those things where you don't need these grand expenditures. You really only need a stone, wire, and like 2 implements. It's really, really simple. So things like that. So you can always DM me. Feel free to do that. Because what is going to happen next in your life is I feel like you're going to be led. It's kind of like this magical merry-go-round bringing you to things that are going to inspire you, set you on fire, and get you excited. New things, crafting, whatever it is, because nothing lifts a spirit and has time go quickly and beautifully than more so than when we are engaged in a loving, creative endeavor. I have no idea what time it is when I make jewelry. I stop. Reads as well. Sometimes I think I'm talking for 5 minutes. I can be talking for 60 minutes. I will start a piece and I'll think I'm doing this for 10 minutes, literally 3 hours later, if I'm using little finite beads and everything. That loss of time is saying we are fully engaged, and that is a gift from the universe to us. So I'm loving that. Ooh, atoms. I can't see the other little word in there, so let me put these on. I don't even have enough. I'm just guessing this says blessings. Like, even these aren't high enough. They're like a 125 and I need a 150. But atoms, let's just say things that come together and they alchemize, they bring in blessings. We understand this happens when we are engaged with somebody who is on our frequency and vibration, a good vibe person. You see them, they flock together at work and families. If you have the naysayers, gossips, lower vibrational, they're together. You see the people that want to be productive, have fun, laugh, silly, drink in life in a nice way, they're together. So just notice there's all these things. I always think of atoms of choices too. I always think like everything is orbiting us, just like in the back screen, it's orbiting us, and we get to decide what we want to reach out and grasp. Oh, I want light, I want happiness, I want information, I want spiritual upgrades, I want new friends, I want kindred spirits, I want creative ideas. My number one thing that I have gratitude for in the morning and I ask for more of all the time is a sense of well-being, balance, and calm. Because when I'm calm, and I'm really a bizarre unit because I am the most calm. I am awesome in a crazy scenario or when something is dangerous or where everybody else is panicking. I just dig deep and I'm calm as hell. Like, I don't lose it. If there's a massive accident or something, I just into action. I don't think, and I don't have that panic button. But sometimes when there is nothing going on, I have all the time in the world, I overload my mind because I want to do everything. And I'm like, oh, that means I can create, I can make this great video, I can do this jewelry. And I almost can get paralytic with ideas. So we have to be careful and simplify. What are we reaching for? Don't reach for too much because we need to, have steps, right? What do we want to focus on, right? Let's focus on this one thing and make it so beautiful, right? You ever see people that they're a jack of all trades, but they're a master of none. They can do a little bit of everything mediocrely or so. So I picked 5 things, in my life, and I'm like, I'm going to be fantastic at it. I'm going to watch and see, my kids' growth and their pattern, their psychology, their mental states, all of that. Number one, family, taking care of that. My spirituality and staying balanced and well-being and pulling in all of, and this is no particular order, but I'm just going to go through the first 2, spirituality and understanding, because it all, when we emanate love, caring, and understanding, our life is a whole new perspective. And I was talking to her yesterday about this too. What happens is as we get older, we know what really has meaning and we know what to let go very quickly. We understand the energy that is helpful or harmful to us, and we start to build boundaries. It's very hard when we're younger. We want to be more people pleasing. We're indoctrinated to do certain things we necessarily shouldn't. But again, now this Adam times, I'm going to grasp good people and good energy, and that's it, you know. So again, you guys, I've been gabbing away, so my voice is about to go before I go get some water. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for all your love and support on both of the channels and coming over to IG, and TikTok's doing really well. It's so fun, you guys. Go see Tigger, Tara, and Cherry's TikToks too. So fun. So much good, neat action. I love that you can add music and stuff. And I'm Melanie616. Melanie Williams 616 over there, and I do like 2 or 3, and it's weird. I get entirely different messages because I'm thinking of that collective. That particular collective and more youthful group is very focused on money, fame, and finances. So a lot of messages come through with that and love on that. And it's funny, as opposed to over here, I feel that well-being, spiritual uploads, understanding, creativity, love, balance, and all of that is a priority over here. So it's different messages for different places, which is really unique, and I really like that. So again, you guys, you're the absolute best. Have a great, great weekend, and DM me if you guys are just hanging out and you're like, oh, I have this issue, I have this question, I'm just curious. I'm always available, you guys. So love and light.